Good morning, dear friends. You are welcome back in again. Unit number 3, Operational Amplifier. This lecture is for again BSc Physics second year students. You are welcome in Sanjeevani Mahavidyalaya, Chakoli. In last lecture we have seen about output characteristics of BJT whenever it is in common collector configuration. Now we are discussing very important unit, operational amplifier. Operational amplifier is also said to be in short as op-amp. What we say? Op-amp. See, operational amplifier is an analog circuit block that takes a differential voltage input and produces single-ended voltage output. Very meaningful this statement. It takes a differential voltage input and produces a single-ended voltage output. Its schematic symbol is like this. Here these are the two input terminals. This is high voltage supply electrode, low voltage supply electrode, and this number is what? Output. Operational amplifiers are represented both schematically and realistically as below. This is what schematic symbol. This is what realistical symbol. This is an integrated circuit having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pins. Among these, this pin number 2 and pin number 3, these are the what? Inputs. Pin number 7 is high voltage supply. Pin number 4 low voltage supply, means positive supply, here negative supply, and the sixth one is 4, 5, sixth one is the output. In this way, both the symbols are shown here schematically and realistically. Schematic symbol like this, like a triangle having two inputs and one output. And this is what realistically you can see, having pins. We can start to measure pin numbers with the help of this notch. If notch is left side, then we continue to note the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4 and continuation 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 8 pins to this integrated circuit, and this is nothing but operational amplifier. Operational amplifiers usually have 3 terminals. What are those? 1, 2 and output terminal. 3 terms. 2 inputs and 1 output. 2 high impedance inputs and a low input output. Here input impedance is what? High, and output impedance is what? Low. The inverting input is denoted by minus sign and non-inverting input is used by positive sign. Here inverting is what? Represented by negative sign, and non-inverting is denoted by what? Plus sign. Like this. Input 1, input 2. It is inverting input, it is non-inverting input, and this is what? Output. Here positive supply means high voltage, negative supply means low voltage, shown here. So now point get clear. The inverting input is denoted by minus sign and the non-inverting input is used or denoted by positive sign. Operational amplifiers work to amplify the voltage differential between the inputs, which is useful for a variety of analog functions including signal chain, power and control applications. So this is nothing but the schematic symbol of the operational amplifier. The classification of amplifiers. Amplifiers are classified into four types or four classes, four varieties. Number one, voltage amplifiers take voltage in and produce a voltage at the output. I mean, input is voltage, output is also voltage. Second one, current amplifiers receive a current input and produce a current output. I mean, input is current, output is also current. Next, number three, transconductance amplifiers. Voltage is input and output is what? Current. That is, they convert a voltage input to a current output. Next, number four, transresistance amplifiers. Current is input and output is voltage. I mean, they convert current input and produces a voltage output. So these are the four various types of classes of operational amplifier. What are those? Voltage amplifier, current amplifiers, transconductance amplifiers and transresistance amplifiers. Because of most operational amplifiers are used for voltage amplification. Because most of the operational amplifiers are used for voltage amplification means this number one. This article will focus on voltage amplifiers only. Hereafter, whenever we see the operational amplifiers, we are going to focus on what amplifiers? This first type of amplifier, voltage amplifiers. So again, there are ideal characteristics of amplifier, operational amplifier. See, any amplifier whenever we construct, then if it is effective, I mean its characteristics approximately, if suppose match with the ideal amplifier, then we say such amplifier or such a operational amplifier is good one. Then what are the ideal characteristics of operational amplifier? Number one, Z-in is infinite. Then you may ask, what is this Z? Z is nothing but impedance. Impedance of the amplifier. And one more point is here noted, in. In stands for what? In stands for input. I mean, input impedance of an ideal operational amplifier is infinite. In the same way, second one is Z out. Z in the sense here again it is also impedance. Out in the sense output impedance. Output impedance is what? 0. Input impedance infinite. Output impedance 0. And what about the gain of the amplifier? I mean voltage gain of the operational amplifier. Voltage gain of the amplifier is nothing but the output voltage to input voltage. And in case of amplifier, whenever amplifier is stated, so amplifier means what? Amplifier means it is a device, electronic device which increases the strength of the input at output. Output is surely what? Greater than input. But in case of operational amplifier, output is very large compared to input. This ratio of V out to V in is what? Infinite. This is nothing but one of the important ideal characteristics, or characteristics of ideal operational amplifier. So amplification gain is very high, we say infinite. Next characteristics is what? Unlimited bandwidth. It has unlimited bandwidth. And last ideal characteristic of operational amplifier is what? V out, in the sense output voltage is equal to 0 when input is 0. No input, strictly no output. These are the various characteristics of an ideal amplifier. Now, how op-amps are used? Say op-amps are used in these ways, 6 ways. Number 1, comparator. Number 2, voltage follower. Number 2 is what? Voltage follower. Number 3, signal modulation. Number 4, mathematical operations. Number 5, filters. Number 6, voltage current signal conversion. Remember how op-amps are used. It is used as a comparator, voltage follower, signal modulation, mathematical operations, filters, voltage current signals. These are the ways op-amps are used. There are many advantages of operational amplifiers. Operational amplifiers often come in the form of an IC, integrated circuit, and are widely available with countless selectable performance levels to meet every application's need. Op-amps have broad range of usages and as such a key building block in many analog applications, including filter designs, voltage buffers, comparator circuits, and many others. In addition, most companies provide simulation support such as PSPIC models for designers to validate their operational amplifiers designs before building real designs. The limitations to using operational amplifiers include the fact they are analog circuits and require a designer that understands analog fundamentals such as loading, frequency response, and stability. It is uncommon to design seemingly simple op-amp circuit only to turn it on and find that is oscillating. So in this way, remaining matter different types of op-amps we see in next lecture. Thank you.